Hello people, welcome back to my YouTube channel and if you're just joining me right, welcome. So this is going to be the first time I'm going to be having a special guest. I'm excited, I can't even keep myself. Guess who is here? So, and this episode is just so special to me because this is my special guest. She's not just coming as a she's coming to you one. I don't know if you get it, but ta-da!
Good to be here.
I remember I said she didn't come as a person, but
Get my soup.
okay, so guess who's gonna be the latest auntie in town?
See?
So nice to meet you, Mama.
Thank you.
And please, I would like you to introduce yourself.
Okay. Hi, guys. Oh my God. I don't know. I've been laughing all day. So my name is Aderunke Inoabasi Daramola, formerly Adefalujo.
Okay.
And yes, I'm popularly known as Ronke Fella. Yeah.
So glad to have you here. And I will have a few questions I would like you to help me answer. And basically, being your first time here, I will not just have it personal about you, but I mean, how the journey has been so far. So I read out some questions and I'll just want to ask them. My first question is, after marriage, because I know that it's quite a while you've gotten married, did you get pressure from either the family member concerning pregnancy? Because I always say when people get married first, the next thing they'll tell them is, when are you getting pregnant and all and everything. So what can you say about that?
For me, I wasn't pressured at all. I think I know it happened at the right time. There was no pressure at all from my dad. My dad is an amazing man, very cool man. He didn't pressure me into marriage, so there was no way he was going to pressure me into giving birth. So it just happened when God wanted it to happen. And for me, I'd always known from the beginning that I wanted to enjoy marriage life first before I start giving birth.
Okay.
I sort of like had my whole life planned out, but God always had his plan, but it still worked out how I wanted it to be. Because my husband and I did, distance relationships. So after marriage, I felt like we needed to have time for ourselves, know ourselves, enjoy you get before giving birth to kids. So no pressure at all.
And that question just came to my head.
Okay.
As regards distance relationship, what can you say? Is it something that someone can just venture into, or like what's your take on that?
I really don't advise people when it comes to distance relationship, because what works for me might not work for you.
Sure.
And then it depends on who you're with. You get. I'm blessed to be with someone who wanted what I wanted, and so we're both committed. And then we dated for 4 years distance, and then by the grace of God, by the end of this year we'll be married for 3 years. So we've been together for like 7 years. So that's because we both wanted it to work. Yeah. So if you're with someone who really wants what you want, it's not going to be difficult. Not that you're not going to face challenges, but you'll pull through. So yeah, that's it.
So your values have to align as person.
Absolutely, your values have to align. You both have to be committed to each other. You both have to want the same thing. So it wasn't that we weren't tested, but we always found our way back to each other because in the end we really wanted to be together. So yeah.
So nice. Thank you, Mama. So my next question is, what was your reaction when you found out that you were pregnant?
So I didn't know I was pregnant.
Okay.
I realized I was pregnant like I was a few months gone after Daddy's birthday.
So after all this, you're actually pregnant,
and I did not know. So and that was November. I was already planning to release December collection. What was on my mind was to make money. So, but the first trimester symptoms kicked in and I felt terribly ill, and from the beginning it didn't make me so happy because I'd already I always say I always have plans, set my goals, thought I was going to finish the year fast, giving myself, the target of money I'm going to make. So it took me a balance. So from the beginning, I wasn't particularly excited because that wasn't the plan I had for myself. Yeah. But like I said, God had a better plan.
Yeah. What about family reactions? Like, did they take it?
Yeah. Family reaction. Tola cried a river. Tola cried a river. She has to even insert the video. You have to show your people the video. The first person I told, Daddy was particularly excited, and that was when I knew that, he couldn't wait to be a grandpa. He had never, he never put me under pressure or never mentioned it. But the moment I told him I was pregnant, I was even hiding it because the doctors will tell you don't talk about it, don't announce it. But my first trimester, like the symptoms it came with, my pregnancy symptoms, I had hyperemesis, so I was falling sick every day, and Daddy was like, what's going on? So I had to tell him that, carry bells, I'm pregnant, and he was very, very excited, and his excitement meant the whole world to me. Like he is, I don't know why I keep using was, he is been over the moon since then, and yeah.
So you talked about something, hyperemesis.
Yes.
I would like you to expatiate.
Hyperemesis gravidarum. It's a pregnancy condition that it's not common.
Okay.
It's just maybe out of 100 women, maybe 3% of women that go through it. When you get pregnant, you can't keep food down. So for 15 weeks, that's about the first trimester. Yeah, I was hospitalized. I couldn't keep food down. I couldn't even keep water down. Nothing was staying. So I practically was vomiting everything and was living on medication drip. That's intravenous. So you know the story.
Sure.
And then I thought I was gonna die. It's crazy. So it wasn't just for those 3 months, even up till now. Yes, I'm close to my delivery date, but I still vomit. Even right now that I'm practically almost close to 40 weeks, I still can't keep food down, and I still have to take drinks every 5 to 7 days to keep food down, to keep. So it's a very crazy condition. People should read about it because if it didn't happen to me, I wouldn't have known that there was anything like that. It's really crazy. I could only because nothing stays down, not even food. So you can't even take oral drugs. It has to just be via intravenous. Even while I'm on drip, sometimes I still vomit even when I eat. So for the first trimester, when I started, you're going to include the picture. I weighed 92 kg, and after 15 weeks and I climbed the scale, I was wearing 75 kg. So I lost about 17 kg in 15 weeks. That's let's say three months.
Not even up to 3 months.
It's not up to 3 months, but we always use weeks in pregnancy. So it was crazy. There were days I couldn't talk, I couldn't speak, I couldn't talk because I was weak. I wasn't eating. Nothing was staying. It felt like I was going to die. In a day, I can vomit like maybe 7 to 10 times in a day. Actually, no exaggeration. So, when people are like, oh, where's Winterfella? Where's Winterfella? Where's Winterfella? At some point, I didn't know if I really wanted to keep this baby because I felt, I remember one day in the hospital, I told God, this is too much for me. If I wake up tomorrow and I still feel this way, I'm going to tell doctor that I can't go on. But you know, God is very merciful. After that prayer, I woke up the next day and I started to, you know, feel better. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. You know, people were like, oh, don't worry, after first trimester, you will not say that. You know, I have friends who's done this before me. Oh, don't worry, after first trimester, oh, don't worry. I'm still vomiting till now. I still had my last trip was 2 days ago. You know, if I was crazy 2 days ago, doctor came to see me by midnight, about 3 a.m. I was vomiting and stooling at the same time. So the pregnancy gave me a condition, H. pylori. It's called peptic ulcer. I never had that before, but I can't eat peppery food. I had to change my diet entirely. I eat just dry bread.
Can you remember what you said about bread?
I was never a fan of bread, but that's what I eat every day. But if I ate bread this morning, I can't eat soups, whatever has oil, too much pepper, whatever has gas. I can't take Coke. I can't take Fanta, I can't take Gary, I can't eat pounded yam, I can say, just ask me, what have you been eating? I don't know, but somehow we are surviving. So Hyperemesis gravidarum, it's a pregnancy condition. It's not common, it's not mostly spoken about, but it's very important that we educate ourselves just in case you're crying. Just in case you find yourself.
It's so funny that we can sit down today and like laugh about everything because
it's been a journey.
Like
it's been a journey, and it's been.
And you say we should not call you strong woman.
I'm not, please. I'm not.
How do you go through all this and you still don't want us to call you strong woman? Like, not crazy, but injecting yourself.
Yeah.
How many drip you took in a day? Like everything just keeps running in my head. I'm like,
absolutely, because I needed strength. You know, shout out to my doctor, Dr. Olaide Adiromu. You're the best doctor in the world.
Anytime, any day, midnight, morning, night, and our house doctor too.
Yes. And my husband, you're the best husband in the world. If you see this, thank you so much. And my beautiful, beautiful sisters, Tola, Promise, I love you guys so much. Shout out to the best dad in the world. My father will use call and finish doctor.
Yeah.
You know, my dad always rushing me to the hospital just before my husband came back.
Yeah.
Always rushing me to the hospital. Always, doctor even had to tell my dad, Emma Wamosa, like he'll stay with me. It was really crazy. But you know, when we got to the 5th month, 6th month, yes, I still had it, but I became stable. I'm grateful because based on what I see online, I read online, I Google, some people have it worse. Some people even have to feed through tubes. Some pregnant women have to feed through tubes from the 1st to the 9th month. At least I'm not feeding through tubes, so
thank God for that.
I should still be thankful.
Let me get myself back. So basically, based on all of this, don't let me act like an outsider. I knew that you didn't have cravings. I was waiting for you to have cravings, so I'll be eating your food.
See, cravings, so I don't know. You know, this kind of, when it comes to cravings, I don't know. I just didn't. I don't know. They always say there are no two pregnancies are the same, but this first one, maybe because of the hyperemesis symptoms, or so. You just eat what you can eat. Like I know I'm not allowed to eat. Like I remember when I took Gary. Hey, I said I was craving Gary and I drank Gary. I almost died. I vomited my intestine. Or is it the day I said, oh, let me indulge, and I took Fanta? Hey, God. So I haven't taken that in months. I almost died. My throat, I couldn't even swallow saliva. I had heartburn, I had everything, acid reflux, the gas. Before I knew it, I was in the hospital. So not being able to eat all of this kind of foods already put fear in me because I know the repercussions. So it's difficult to have cravings or to even indulge, even if I have cravings, you get. So most times if I even have to indulge, probably maybe while I'm taking drip, that's when I can indulge, and I can't even take too many of those things. If not, it has side effects. So yeah, so I just wake up, whatever it is that is available, that's what I eat.
But I would like to give you kudos to this because I hear about pregnant women and everything, and like relating to what you were going through, your personality was really, really under control. You really controlled yourself. I must say that. Because today I heard about what experience, I'm like,
Thank you.
But you still had things under control. Sometimes I feel like you should be more agitated, but no, but you just.
Well, thank you. But I would also say I had my down or low moments.
Okay.
You know, I had the times, one thing about pregnancy I realized is you feel emotions times 100. When you're sad, you're extremely sad. When you're angry, you're extremely angry. When you're emotional, there was a movie I was watching. I think I was watching the movie We Promise. You need to see me how I was crying. If they brought bucket, the water with food, you feel, So, yeah. There were times that, I let go. I was extremely angry. And so I have to shout out to all my family for, understanding me. I was telling Peace something today. Yeah. I said, Tola has not quarreled with me in 9 months. Is she avoiding me? Like, we've not had an issue. So I was telling Peace today. I was telling Peace, my sister, my makeup artist. I said, I just realized Tola has not quarreled with me like in 9 months. So, and it's not like I've not shouted or I've not. So she's just like, whoa. I don't want to get pregnant tomorrow. So you see, everybody's avoiding me. It's
I like something that if you don't need to pregnant tomorrow, they will never forget. I'm avoiding anything that will make you not support.
So I think that's how my husband is. That's how Promise is. Promise has been looking for my trouble and I've been giving it to her back to back.
Oh, my SOJ.
SOJ. I'm giving SOJ back to back. Well, yeah, I think, we've been managing ourselves. That's how I'll say.
I mean, it has been such a sweet journey.
Yes, thankful.
Glad we are all part of it. So we've talked about the physical aspect concerning pregnancy. I mean, you lost weight. So how do you feel about that?
I lost weight.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I lost weight. But when I got to 6 months, my appetite became better. But I didn't want to add so much weight. So I also tried to discipline myself. And then, because I couldn't still keep food down on some days. So yeah. So it was, but I'm far gone now, and I'm still trying to make sure I watch what I eat. Doesn't mean I don't indulge sometimes. You can really have control over these things, but then again, it's important because I read about pregnancy even before I got this far. I read about gestational diabetes, so I was very careful. I didn't want to eat things that might make me have that. I was just trying to be, I didn't want to compound my situation. I've been suffering. I've seen shaggy manza. So where I was coming from, I just had to, indulge in fruits. It's just that sometimes even when I take fruits, I still vomit. So it's kind of like, it's crazy. I'll take watermelon, I'll take cucumber, I'll take grapes, I will still vomit. But I'll still try. Because I was taking tangerine because doctor said I should, so that it could help me go to toilet, because while I wasn't eating at some point I had constipation, so it was very, it's been crazy, but I'm just so thankful. Yeah, so I'm managing it by the grace of God.
And you actually look very amazing.
Thank you.
One moment I was waiting for was the time that Promise told me that pregnant women used to wear red lipstick. You do that?
Not me. I'm still a fiancé.
all true, and the fact that your nose was still very pointed, like you look so amazing. Your skin, Jesus, your skin was something to die for. In my mind, I'm like, it is so I'm pregnant, or I need to rub something. Even though that I knew, I'm like, oh God, you look so beautiful.
Thank you.
All the pregnancy women looks and everything. You didn't have it. I couldn't see.
I would say we react to the hormones differently.
Oh wow.
So I'm just favored. You know, like you see, some people that are reacting, they don't have hyperemesis. So maybe the hyperemesis was my own downside. So yeah, we react to the hormones differently. So I'm just favored that, you know, I got lighter without having to do anything. It took a while before it showed on my face and body. I don't know. It's just God. So yeah, maybe the whole thing also kind of like favored me. I can't explain it. I can't explain science or whatever, or God's word, but I'm grateful.
Thank God. And I'm sure you can't wait to get back to work. You miss shooting.
I miss, you know, shooting. I miss working. But then I also understand that baby is coming, and it's going to be different. And I'm already a different person. There's this level of confidence I have attained much more. I'm just a different person from this whole experience, you know. I've grown to be much more confident, much more, you know. So I'm looking forward to being a mom.
Oh, wow. I love that.
I've always been a mom, but you know, I'm looking forward to being perfect mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
You let them know.
Let them know that our
baby's name is Perfect. So I don't know if I'm going to do gender reviews for you people, but let's see how it goes. So I have another question before we wrap up. Financially, is there somewhere someone has to ascertain, like that level of finance you have to get to before you get pregnant? Or but what do you
everything is expensive. Even getting pregnant in 2024, if somebody people money, me I would have done it. You know, finances are very much important, and I thank God for His provision. You know, I just give God the glory. But it's just very much important that, you know, you put, you know, finances into, because look at the condition that I had. Imagine I couldn't afford the drugs, I couldn't afford the treatment, I couldn't afford because, you know, I had to have a doctor assigned to me. That doesn't come cheap. So imagine all of that. So I just give God the glory that, you know, we were able to afford that. You get shout out to my husband, who is my protector, my provider, my confidence, support system. I love you so much. Thank you.
We love you, Uncle.
You know, yeah, it's very much important. But what I would say before we wrap this up, do not carry belly for backstage. Do not carry belly for what? For backstage. Because
you're gonna see shades.
Pregnancy it affects you physically, emotionally, spiritually, in every alley you can think of. So it's very important, you know, like you have to do this with someone who is worth it. Honestly, you have to do this with a partner who is worth it, with a partner who is supportive, with a partner who is kind and compassionate. It's very, very important, and I'm so thankful for my family. They've been a beacon of hope and support. You know, there were days like when I'm not sleeping, my husband is not sleeping. So even when he's sleeping, when I'm uncomfortable, he's awake. So there were days he had to bathe me, he had to feed me, he had to administer drugs, he had to just be present. So imagine you're doing this with someone who isn't kind, who isn't compassionate, who doesn't have the fear of God. Hey, Jesus. Maybe somebody enemy would have died. So this is just one advice I'm going to give to every person, young, old, whatever. When you want to get married and you plan on having kids, it's just very important that you are also ready to, mentally ready to, because a lot of things is going to change about your body, about your life. So you just need to be ready for it. Kids are expensive. Don't let anybody pressure you into having kids when you're not ready. They are expensive in all ways, not just even about the money. As a woman, you're laying your life down. It's because you don't know what pregnancy symptoms that is going to come along with. You know, you don't know what's going to. Some have it easy, some don't have it easy. Even the easy stuff is not easy too. So, you know, it has to be something, it's a journey, a life journey, you know, raising kids. So it has to be with someone who is kind, who has your best interest at heart, who genuinely loves you, you know, and it goes both ways. But, you know, who is going to be there to support you, to pray for you on the days you cannot pray. The days I can't pray, my husband is the pastor. So he's the pastor, he's the leader, he's the doctor, he's the nurse, he's the, you know, motivational speaker, you know, someone that will tell you, oh, he always tells me, you're doing this, you're carrying it gracefully, you're carrying it gracefully, you're carrying it gracefully. That's what he always says. You know, someone who will tell you you're beautiful, even when you do not feel like you're beautiful. Tola, my husband, they like to me a lot. Don't worry, I have a mirror. I can see my nose is getting big. I'm like, you wake up, you're shiny. You know, that's nice. But you know, it's still boost up my confidence. At least I see people who see me as perfect in their eyes, and then that makes the journey easy. It makes me not even worry about my physical attribute that much, because every day I hear I'm beautiful, even if I don't feel like it on some days. So it's just important you have the right people around you.
Yeah, sure. But you're perfect because you're carrying perfect.
Thank you.
So I'm so glad to have you here, and we definitely enjoy. Funny enough, you've answered my question.
Oh, your question.
I swear, like I say. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy this.
I enjoyed this. Thank you for having me.
And I'm always having again.
I'm hungry.
So a quick one. Which team are you, boy or girl?
I'm team boy. You've always known that I'm team boy.
What do you think?
Doesn't matter. Forget about the color. Even this pink set is blue. I told them to paint for me. I don't know what happened. I am team boy.
Girl.
I'm tired of girls. I have Glory. I have Tola. I have Promise. I have. I should count. Even myself, I'm gay.
Whatever. I'm perfect. This is
so
me
you guys should watch
saying
out.
to you. You're going to be together. So watch out for our January. Bye. Thank you for sticking with us.